Welcome to the Grow Your Law Firm podcast, brought to you by Pilma. This podcast helps lead lawyers to more growth, profit, and freedom. Here is your legal marketing expert and host, Ken Hardison.
Hello, everyone. This is Ken Hardison, and welcome to another episode of Grow Your Law Firm. And today we have the guest and honor of having Paige Richardson with Milestones. And today we're talking about something a little different, because part of growing your law firm is that you want to be able to be efficient and you want satisfied and happy clients. So Paige, if you will, tell us a little bit about yourself and Milestone.
Absolutely. My name is Paige Richardson. I'm the Director of Settlement Operations here at Milestone. I have been working in mass tort administration for going on 8 years. So I've seen a lot of this industry grow over the last decade. Milestone specifically, we provide qualified settlement fund administration to personal injury attorneys as well as mass tort plaintiff attorneys. And we also provide settlement planning services to injured claimants as well.
Okay. So why would a lawyer want to use your services on single events? I mean, we're going to get into the mass tort and technology. I know you got some really super stuff, but I just want to talk about the little guys that are just doing single events. Why would they want your services?
Absolutely.
How can you benefit?
We can open an individual case QSF for a single event case where the funds can flow into. We can hold those funds until they're ready to be administrated to the injured party or parties if it's a small group. From there, we can provide settlement planning services to those plaintiffs to help them understand and get the education that they need to preserve those funds well into their future.
So you're talking about investments like with or about annuities or
exactly. Annuities. If you have government benefits that you're on that need to be preserved, then our team helps walk you through all of those different requirements that you have. It's state by state, and just to understand the family's needs over time. So,
like if they need a special needs trust or something like that, so that the money don't get swapped.
Yeah. If you're getting $100,000 settlement, or you're netting $100,000 from a settlement and your family needs a new car and you have a sick child, they can just help you plan with those details and understand you year over year, month over month, the funds that your family needs access to.
Great. So I think that's a good deal, because especially with these big settlements, you get $1 million, $2 million, $3 million settlement. And I've seen, sadly, over my years, claimants blow through it in less than a year.
And what do they call it? They call it that, the lottery curse, right? Where you get all of this money and then we don't know what to do with it. Most of us are working class people. And I know if I came into that amount of money, part of the struggle is keeping it, right? And it comes down to financial justice, that there's justice being done at the settlement in the settlement process. But once these folks reach settlement and they receive this award, we don't believe that it's financially just to just send them into the sunset like you're describing.
Yeah, I've seen it. Sad. It's sad.
It is.
So tell us about this new software you got that really sounds like, groundbreaking.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a technology that we've been working on developing for a couple of years. It went live last year. So it is a technology in the mass tort space, post-settlement for fund administration. When claimants are eligible to be paid, the plaintiff firm has to jump through whatever hoops they might have to jump through with the defense attorneys and with the court. And when those claimants are eligible to be paid, the typical part of the process is to provide them with an itemized statement of their award and the different costs and fees that are being deducted against that award amount. And those statements usually go in the mail. With COVID over the last couple of years, the industry has opened up and allowed the use of DocuSign technology, but there's still data entry when those DocuSigns are coming back, and then paper checks are being issued to these plaintiffs. So the technology that we created, we call it Pathway. It's a payment pathway that these claimants gain entry into, and they can review and sign that closing statement via DocuSign, and then they're ushered to a digital payment menu where they can select from many different options on how to receive that payment. Of course, they can elect to receive a paper check, but we have different options like Zelle, PayPal, Venmo. We even have a custom MasterCard product that we developed directly with MasterCard so that we can help reach folks that are unbanked, transient populations. We're taking money out of the hands of these third-party check cashing companies, your Ace Cash Express, where people receive their net funds and then they have to go fork over 10% of it just to get it cashed. We don't think that that's just. So we're really excited about that product specifically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but as far as doing the lien resolutions, all that, y'all don't get into that. That's another company does that, or do y'all do that too?
We do not provide lien resolution services, but we do work closely with several of the main player vendors in the space. And over the last year, we have started to plug into technologies, into their different database technologies, and create automation around their reporting so that our system is set up and ready to receive their reports whenever we are working with them on any settlement.
Cool. Does your software, when you're doing this, do you pay out the liens too, or just pay it to the client?
So Pathway is payment directly to the claimant. And then our administrative process, we can pay attorneys, we can pay your referral attorneys, we can pay lien holders, we can pay anybody that we need to pay. But the Pathway eliminates the time that it takes to go back and forth with the plaintiff claimant. They've already signed all this paperwork. They've already sent stuff back and forth in the mail. It's like when their payment's ready, you want to get them those funds. And that is the idea behind Pathway.
Cool. So how expensive is it?
I'm glad you asked that question. We're really excited to be able to provide this service. It's $200 a claimant is our standard price, which is about half of the market rate for qualified settlement fund administration. And that's because we rely on this technology. We've eliminated the human administrative element of data entry when those statements come back signed. And so because of that, we're able to do more at a lower price point.
Yeah, more efficient. That's automation's the key, isn't it? It really
is. It truly is when it comes to growing your firm. And, we're in this digital age with AI technology is all around us. I can go to the grocery store and use my cell phone to pay for my groceries. But us here in this industry, we're stuck 10, 15, 20 years in the past. And I think that we all have a responsibility and a really wonderful opportunity right now to capitalize on the technology and the tools that are available and apply them to this industry.
Yeah. And I think COVID changed everything. I think people are more willing to accept it and they got used to it, because what I'm hearing from all my PILMA members is that people just don't care about coming into office anymore. I mean, even their help, but even the clients, they just rather get on a Zoom meeting with them or a phone call, and they don't even want to go in and get their check. They just want it delivered or whatever. I mean, or like you're talking about, transferred. I think things have definitely changed. I mean, I see it all over. I think
you're right.
COVID kind of made us. The legal industry as a whole is usually way behind the general corporate America. Whatever they're doing, we're like 3 to 10 years behind. Exactly. For some reason, I don't know, marketing, everything. And I think COVID kind of pushed us, made us have to change, because whoever, so many people working offshore now, remotely. It's changed the clients don't care about coming in the office. A lot of stuff can be done with videos and this automated stuff that just happens at certain points of the cases. So I mean, I see it all changing. And I just got off a Q&A call with my PILMA members, and we spent the whole hour talking about Chat GPT. and, and some of them are already using it, and they're saying what they can do with it. And my gosh, I'm thinking automation is here. Ken Hardison, you live to see it.
That's right. It
know.
is here. That's right. And so, what we're passionate about is exactly what you just described. And I couldn't agree more. I think that COVID has really pushed all of us in this space, in the legal industry overall, to take a step back and to look at what all of our processes are, and to say, hey, the days of copying and mailing hard packets are over. We're all living and existing in Excel files. And now it's, how can we make those even smarter? How can we make that process smarter without losing the human element? Because that's never going to go away, right?
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yep.
Well, good deal. So what else have I not covered that I need to cover that you want to tell our listeners or viewers?
Ken, that's a great question. Let me think about it for a second.
Yeah.
I think what's important for us to communicate is that we understand this technology is new. It's not revolutionary, right? We're putting together pieces of a process that exists separately already, but we're putting them together in a format that is digestible for a lay person, for a claimant. If I receive this information, I do this work and I see it every day, and that's why I'm familiar with it. If I received a packet in the mail or an email, I'm going to think, what is this? This is spam. This isn't real, right? And so we really want to bring something that is user-friendly to the claimant, that really does improve their life at the end of this process. And we also understand that this is different for firms, that reaching out and trying new pieces of technology and pushing your firm in a new way can be scary, but that's what our team is passionate about. And we like to come in and partner with firms in this space to see what systems they use, what database they function out of, and how can we, not only apply ourselves and sell our technology, but how can we consult and speak into their practice and help them get smarter?
So if somebody wants to ask questions or want to go further or just want to talk to you about this, what's a good way for them to get up with you?
That's a great question. They can email us over. They can shoot me an email, or our sales team, Sam Dolce and Pat Hoover. The three of us together are the ones out in the market right now showing this technology. And so we would love to and be more than happy to give anyone a demo.
So like Pat's email, is it like pat@milestone.com?
I'll send it to you. It's phoover@milestone7th.com. I'm P Richardson @milestone7th.com, but I'll send you that information. You can drop it in the show notes.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, listen, Paige, thank you so much.
You're so welcome
for being here. And I just love this new technology. I keep seeing it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
We're really excited. This is just the beginning. We've got some really great ideas about how to enhance this and how to provide technology to other parts of the industry where it's lacking. That's where what our eyes are set on. So
good deal. Well, I'm excited. I look forward to seeing how things grow. All right.
We'll come back and tell you about the next one.
Okay. Thank you, Paige.
You're welcome.
All right. Until next time, this is Ken Hardison, dedicated to your success.
You have been listening to the Grow Your Law Firm podcast, the podcast that leads lawyers to more growth, profit, and freedom. Go to growyourlawfirm.com to find more ways to market and manage your law firm. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcasts.